So there we have it. Next week, Andre Agassi, Steph Curry, they're big names.
They are biggest in the world,
Righto.
JB.
Well, hey, by the way, if we can't get either of those two,
What are you saying? We should have an emergency?
We've got an emergency. Might have a direct line to the greatest tennis player ever,
Leighton Hewitt.
Roger Federer.
Oh, nonsense, Duck.
Duck,
I'd be able to just
don't start just throwing stuff
I
around.
might be able to just give him a buzz and just anyway. Well,
That's nonsense.
just if you guys
How do you know?
clearly, JB, as big as you are and as global as you are, you've struggled.
The mistake
Well, I'm not sure
I
you
made was
made one
handing
phone
it to
call.
Snort.
BT, you've just
Hang on.
you've just grabbed an Aussie.
I pulled an emergency $100 million player out of nowhere.
But he's an Aussie who's doing great things. And don't get me wrong, Joe Ingles, I love him and he's doing great. But he's an Aussie.
I sensed you didn't respect
But if you want the biggest names, and I'm talking the Lance Armstrongs and the Roger Federers and the Agassis and these guys, well, you come to me.
You didn't do anything last time.
No.
What do you mean?
Snorkel got him last time.
He got him through me.
He thought you were Bill Brownless.
He did.
He did. And
Well, he did.
He thought you were Bill Brownless.
Shut up.
Yeah,
Paul,
that's true.
You'll get the second clip for today.
Jim, got some feedback
Oh,
here
go on.
Triple M Footy.
Yes.
And you'll love this, Jim.
Well, that's what we're on, Bill.
Well, that's where the feedback is. Instagram it is, social media. Benny Wood, Pies. Jim, keeping Sportsgirl in business today, are we? Regarding your pants.
Duck like very
No,
good.
Duck's enjoyed that. You'd want to have something better than that.
Pico Sports.
Yes.
WTF is Jim wearing today? Saby Lee. Jim, your missus wants a strides back.
Actually, come to think of it, Jim.
No.
Is it real?
No, 1977. What the hell are you wearing, Jim?
I think he's got Forrest Gump shoes on.
Stuart X73. Where are the rest of your pants, JB? How's the setup on this bloke? Oh, mate, they're coming for you, Jim. They're coming.
For you.
You'd want to have something better. That's just the same thing read 5 different ways.
No.
What else you got?
What do you do when I'm naked in front of your eyes? Oh, those people put in those things when it's popular. Do you get those?
No.
I don't know what you're talking
I don't know what you're talking about, Bill.
Well, the boys will listening. Some girl gets on there with stupid comments, but I like that, Jim.
Hey,
you're keeping Sportsgirl in business with your 3/4 length army-style pants.
yeah, that's it, Bill. Well,
Terrible.
If you ever stumbled across fashion, I'm not sure it'll ever happen to you. You would understand that's what it is.
You got Henry's pants on, your son's pants
He
on.
wouldn't know.
We do know that Nike's the greatest brand in terms of sporting brands.
Oh, Adidas.
Yeah, that's it.
But they do look very similar to the ones that Forrest wore when he
Is it
ran
Cortez?
where he ran around the whole country. Remember, the box.
Chocolates. And I've got some more feedback for you, Jimmy
Yeah,
boy.
it's all positive.
Well, it's not really, to be honest.
It will be.
Set up again, Bill. What are they feeding back about?
Well, about his pants, and they're not the best looking pants,
No,
to be
they're
honest.
magnificent. They're Abercrombie and Fitch is what they are, if you want to know the brand, Bill.
Well, I don't really want to know the brand, but anyway, I've just got it here
From the
now.
men's section, Jim?
Yep.
No, it's not. JB's kit today. One word response, please. Rate or hate?
Well, we shouldn't be using the word hate in modern society.
Well, that's what I said to the big nose.
Just
one,
say
but-
rate or don't like them.
All right.
Yeah.
And the word come through, flog.
Oh, really?
And then Jay, he shaved his legs, so it's controversial, which I don't think you have,
I
have
never
you?
have. Never shaved.
Another word, child. Wearing Henry's clothes. Try hard.
Which is what you said.
Yeah, try hard. Global.
That's it, global.
Camp. Teenage girl pants, complete flog. Punts, flog. Partner's pants.
Get to the ones.
Can't deal with those knickerbockers, Jim.
Get to the ones written by the female members of the family. Go roll with the couple.
Hang on, this here. How old is he? Looks like he's total flog.
Read some nice ones, Bill. Just to.
Well, I'm going down. Actually,
Get to the female
I'm
members
slow.
of the
Here we
family,
go.
please.
Love was
Yeah,
one.
there you are, Bill.
That's from Justine.
People who know, like Justine.
Oh, Jenny, rate. She rates them.
Bill, this is what happens.
MJ Graham, come on, Bray.
Now-
Come on, Bray.
We discussed the other day, Fat, the things that I didn't realise in lockdown. Because I think that a lot of that's happened. Since we've all been locked away, Purple, there is stuff that you didn't
we haven't
realise.
started wearing clothes like you, JB.
I'm talking about the fact that I didn't know the Mornington Peninsula last week was a privately owned estate. I wasn't aware of that.
The gated community.
Clearly it is. The other thing I didn't know is that the Earth has got cooler.
Oh.
just in the last 5 weeks.
What do you
Well, when was the last time you heard about global warming? You couldn't open your eyes without hearing about it for bloody 6 straight months.
Yes.
Now, I have not heard it mentioned in 6 weeks, Purple.
And isn't it
so
good?
obviously it's cooled down.
Yes.
One of the great things.
And where are all the vegans gone? Because they used to tell you, I'm vegan. Now I haven't heard from them either.
What about the influencers, Bill?
Ah, the influencers, fair.
I've been-
Actually, Jim thinks he's one.
Well,
Your
BT's
daughters
tried to become
are
one.
influencers.
Well, no, I've dropped them off. I got
Have you?
Yeah, so no
Dropped
more
them off.
influencing.
Have you more of an influencer now than a radio jock?
I've got both strings. Well, you need to diversify in these modern times.
Because you're dressing like an influencer.
You need to diversify in these modern times. Your young bloke's in the studio now. He's eyeing these trolleys off. He's going, yes, please.
That's
That's what happens.
Trolleys.
The young ones, Brian, are all over it like a
Yes,
rat.
JB, but you're not a young one.
The dress for your age.
That's it.
Yes.
I'll tell you what I'm doing tomorrow. Well, I'm not going to keep it a secret.
Playing golf?
I'm doing something tomorrow that's going to be extraordinarily generous, Brian, for the beautiful healthcare workers of our country.
Oh, good.
So you talk about influencing.
What are you doing?
I'll have that on Instagram tomorrow.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh,
What
yeah.
time, Jim? What time should we look?
Midday onwards.
Will it,
So we're talking.
will it trend?
Are we talking
Well-
hundreds of thousands or millions?
At
Or?
$100 we're talking. We are talking
An
$100.
important part of our community, Willis.
Are you doing
Yes.
it for influencing reasons,
No.
or for the charity reason?
Charity reasons.
But you're going to combine the two.
Yes.
Charity reasons.
Like our friend
But when
Sam,
you've got a
Sam
global
did during the week.
footprint,
Are you hoping to elevate your influencing numbers?
when you've got
Yes.
a global
Yes.
footprint, Brian, you may as well use that footprint for good, which is what
Have you
I'm
got
doing.
permission from Lewis Martin, like BT has to get permission?
Oh,
from,
yes, that's a
do,
good point.
To do anything
Might have-
on influencing?
That is not true, Damo.
Might have to get onto it.